This initiative was funded by the National Institutes of Health, National Cancer Institute, Division of Cancer Prevention.
Welcome to the Breast Cancer Symptom Explorer. In this video, we'll introduce this tool, explain its purpose, and demonstrate its key features. Today, we will explore the features of the research-facing tool. The first application is the AE Explorer, which visualizes adverse events data from the clinical trials. The adverse events data is based on the common terminology criteria for adverse events, or CTCAE. For this example, I'll select hot flashes. We're now presented with two Sanki diagrams, one for anastrozole and one for tamoxifen. A total of 570 anastrozole patients and 655 tamoxifen patients exhibited hot flashes. Each part of the diagram is modeled within a clinical trial context, assessing symptoms across various cycles or time points of a patient's treatment. Nodes represent symptom severity grouped in stages or treatment cycles. The height of each node shows the relative number of patients with a given grade within a cycle. The flow or colored bands depict the flow of patients within each grade and between treatment cycles, such as from 18 months to 24 months. We are currently visualizing the flow of patients from the 6 months time point to the 60th month by treatment, anastrozole and tamoxifen. Next, we have the Quality of Life Explorer, focusing on patient-reported outcomes, which is based on the breast cancer prevention trial symptom checklist. For this example, I'll choose anastrozole, hot flashes, moderately, and a time point from 6 to 24 months. We now see a Sankey diagram and a summary of the number of patients responding to each severity level. The AE Cohort Explorer allows you to track a subset of patients at a single time point, following their symptoms, severity, and treatments. For this example, I'll select anastrozole, arthralgia, grade 3, and a time point of 6 to 36 months. The first tab shows a Sankey diagram visualizing the flow of patients from the 6 to 36 months with a summary below. The grade duration tab describes the number of patients who received each grade at each time point. The Toxicity Index tab provides a histogram of the toxicity index with summary measures in the bottom right corner. Finally, we have the Custom Explorer. Users can upload and visualize their own structured longitudinal toxicity and tolerability data to generate Sankey diagrams. A link is provided with a template to structure your data. The application requires data in a wide format. For example, a patient identifier column, a time point column, and columns for responses to each adverse event, such as pain during intercourse, weight gain, stress, skin problems, self-consciousness about clothing, mood swings, lack of energy, self-perception of womanhood, sexual activity, and emotional support from family. Once uploaded, several inputs define the columns for each input. The first is the patient ID column. Next is the time point column. Then, the adverse events you want to visualize, followed by the ordering of the time points such as baseline, day 1 of cycle 4, 6 months follow-up, 12 months follow-up, and so on. Next, we have the ordering of the responses, from not mentioned to very much. Once completed, click the Visualize button. A Sankey diagram is now generated, visualizing the flow of patients using the uploaded data.
U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, National Institutes of Health, National Cancer Institute, cancer.gov, 1-800-4-CANCER.